welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. Today I'm giving you an entire tour of my farmhouse style kitchen. We're going to be talking about the decor, we're going to be talking about some of the upgrades that I've done on a budget, and we're going to be opening up drawers and cabinets, my pantry, maybe even my fridge, and I'm just going to show you how I have everything organized. Now if you missed my last video, or I believe it was last week's video, of my clean, declutter, and organization of my entire kitchen, and you want more of an in-depth look at how I went about doing that, make sure you go check it out. I have it linked right here. If you are new here by chance today, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I hope that you like what you see today and hit that little red subscribe button down below. I would absolutely love to have you join my YouTube family. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, so before we start the tour, I wanted to give you a little bit of backstory. We bought this house in August of 2018, but this house was actually built in 1999, so it's over 20 years old. I feel like I get so many questions about building and like the floors and the cabinetry and everything, and I'm like, I have no idea, I'm so sorry, but we did give this kitchen a little bit of a facelift. We basically replaced everything but the cabinetry. It was already white, so we didn't even have to paint, but appliances, backsplash, countertops, hardware, all that kind of stuff, paint, we replaced. So I wanted to show you a couple before pictures. I'm gonna pop them up here and here. So you can kind of see what the kitchen looked like before. The walls were navy blue, and all the hardware was like a sterling silver color. The backsplash and countertops were like a white. It was all pretty dated, and so we just wanted to give it a little bit of a facelift and replace some things on a budget. So let's go ahead and talk about that. So one of the first things we did when we moved into this house was replace the countertops. If you saw the picture before, you knew they were like kind of a white, I don't know what that would be, laminate, vinyl, I don't know. But it was just a basic white, and I wanted to bring some dimension because I went with an all white aesthetic. I wanted a little bit of contrast in here while still keeping kind of that white aesthetic going, if that makes sense. So we chose a granite because it was the most cost effective. Now, a lot of people ask me what the color of this granite is. It was called Dallas White. And then I also just added these corbels to my island just to give a little bit of character. I found them at Hobby Lobby and 50% off. I think they were $10 a piece. Okay, so we also replaced the backsplash. We just went with a white subway tile, but I went with a dark grout. It's kind of a dark charcoal color. I chose this because, again, I wanted a little bit of contrast. This is a quartz white sink. I actually found it on Amazon, as well as this faucet, and I have those linked in my Amazon store. So if you're in the process of renovating and you want to find some options, definitely go check that out. It's under my kitchen board. But yeah, I love this big open sink. No regrets there. It's pretty easy to clean. I just really love how big it is, how many dishes it holds and hides, if I'm being honest. And yeah, I have no regrets here. I love this sink. So the number one question I get asked on my channel all the time is how I hung these, where I bought these, how did I do this? If you have a window with cabinetry on both sides, I highly recommend doing this. I think it looks so cute, and it's a great way to hang fresh herbs in the summertime. It smells good. I think it's so pretty. So all I did, you're gonna laugh at how easy this is, okay? These are faux plants right now. They're from IKEA. When I don't have fresh herbs, I just do faux ones. These are plastic terracotta style pots. You can find these at Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart, in the gardening section. All I did was I had Caleb, my husband, drill a little hole in it, okay? So easy. And then right here, I have a command hook. So all you have to do, whoop, and it hangs. So, put that back in there. What I'll do in the summer months when I have fresh herbs is I'll pull them all down, put them in my big open sink, water them, let them dry, let them drain out, and then I hang them back up. And it's a really easy way to have an herb garden here in your kitchen. Like I mentioned before, all of the hardware, including the sink and the faucet, were like a silver color. So I just went with black when I was fixing up the kitchen. This changed the aesthetic drastically, and it was not that expensive to do. I found these at Lowe's or Home Depot, I'm not sure, but I'm sure both stores carry something super similar. It made these cabinets look 20 years newer, so I wanted to share that in case you're wondering. Over here we have our double ovens, which I do a lot of baking and a lot of cooking, so I definitely love having both ovens. I use them all the time. I didn't think I would, but I really do. But I wanted to mention that all of our appliances are the KitchenAid brand, and we chose that, well, we didn't really choose it, we did that because when we first moved in, they had replaced the dishwasher and the fridge already, and they were KitchenAid, so we just stuck with that and got all matching, and I'm so glad we did. I have loved them. They are great ovens. Okay, so up above the ovens in this cabinet are all of my candles. I just did a huge haul on my channel, go check it out, as well as my diffuser. When I'm not using it, I like to put it away so that it's not cluttering up my counter space. Under my oven here are all just of my baking sheets. Super convenient to have them right there under the oven. Okay, so we're next to the ovens now, and I wanted to show you guys, this is our little coffee bar area. This is just where we keep the Keurig. And then up here, this is probably the least organized cabinet in my entire kitchen. But it's just my mugs, to-go mugs, and protein shakers for my husband and his supplements, and then some extra things up there. So we just keep the mugs there. And then, like I said, coffee bar here. This drawer is where we keep all of our coffee pods and teas, and then this is where I keep my essential oils. I use Young Living, love those, and I love this drawer. It's super organized and easy to grab and go. And then down here are all of my Tupperware. So super easy to pull out. Got different shapes and sizes. Down here, there's nothing there. You'll see I even have some bare cabinets. We have a lot of storage, so I don't use it all. But these are really big Tupperware pieces that are from the dollar store, super cheap. I keep these on hand in case I'm ever going to a potluck, or I'm taking cookies to somebody, or someone just had a baby or something. And that way I just tell them, don't bring it back, don't worry, it's from the Dollar Tree. I'll just get more. So that is really handy to have on hand. When I tell you that my fridge is not perfectly organized, I'm not lying. But we're gonna open it just so you can get a feel. This little Lazy Susan, that's great for sauces. Got my almond milk, some leftovers, salad stuff, lots of produce. So yeah, pretty basic. It's Sunday today and Monday is my grocery day, so bear with me since my fridge is pretty bare. And then this down here is my freezer. I love the storage. And then over here is my pantry. This little doohickey is called the Door Monkey. It's on Amazon, and it is so great because it's for toddlers so that they can't open a door, but they also can't jam their fingers. You just push this and it opens. Now I have this on the pantry because my kids are snackers and they'll try to get in here all day if I were to let them. So up here I have all of my dry goods, cereals, oats, brown rice, all that good stuff. I have a pantry video. It was one of my first videos. It's pretty cringy, but go check it out if you want to see me organize all of that. And again, this is kind of organized chaos, but it just works for me. I've got a bin kind of for every theme. I've got a bin for canned goods, for extra condiments, for nut items. Those are like peanut butter, sunflower butter, all my nuts. I've got a pasta bin. Those are just snacks. And then this little basket is for like onions, potatoes, bananas, produce, that kind of thing. I will say, if you ever need extra storage and you have a small pantry, getting one of these back of door items is awesome. I usually just put extra things here, and it's a great way to store more. And then down there on the floor is just two really big bins. I think I found them at Big Lots actually, and I just keep chips, crackers, bagged items that I have clipped, so the kids can come in and grab something really easy. Like I said, it's not a perfect aesthetic by any means, but it totally works for us. Okay, so this little area is probably my favorite in the kitchen. I love the way that it's kind of decorated, and just the texture of these cutting boards. I found them at Home Goods, I think all of them. Love having them behind the stove. I also decided to add a little bit of copper. I'm not normally a copper person, but I found this teapot at World Market. I loved it, picked it up, and then realized I really liked it here in my kitchen. So I found copper salt and pepper shakers at Home Goods. This is my cake stand. It's actually hodgepodge. The bottom is from Home Goods. The top is from Walmart. Super cheap. But I love to display muffins, cookies, cupcakes, especially if I have anybody coming over. We have small group on Tuesday nights, so I like to fill this up with baked goods, and that way people feel like they can come in, grab a snack, and it's just really homey and inviting. And then over here, I added this bar over here. It's from IKEA. I'll try to find a link again if I can. I'll try to put everything in my Amazon store. If you don't see it there, I'll try to link it in my description. And just for decor, but then also it's really purposeful because I can hang my kitchen towel here and it's easy grab and go. Again, just have a little bit of greenery. I really love the overall aesthetic of it. I think it's super cute and yet really functional. I'm gonna get a little bit of a close-up. I already talked about all of this. Over here, this salt is actually from France. And then I have just some greenery. I found this at Kirkland's forever ago, so I don't think it's still in store. It might be, you never know. This cake stand is from Home Goods. They always have tons of little cake stands like this. Love my KitchenAid mixer. Got it when I got married. I have used it so much for baking. Highly recommend it. These canisters are from Hobby Lobby, and I know that they still have them in store. This is baby oatmeal. And then this is regular oats. Moving right along, I got this cute little greenery at Target. And then my lemon mint leaf candle, so pretty sitting in the kitchen. I get asked about these little cake stands for my candles. I found this one in the Hearth and Hand section at Target. Okay, so up here in this first cabinet is baked goods that I rarely use, like sprinkles and just things I don't use a lot. I just have in clear containers up there. These have cookie cutters. Those are different salts, but I didn't want to put them in different packaging, so I just threw them all in one bin. These Lazy Susan organizers are a game changer. I can keep all of my, sauces and what I used to cook in them. This little side container is just hot sauces. My husband is obsessed with hot sauce. He collects them. People give him hot sauce all the time, so he has a lot. And then down here are all my spices. Now, I've been using these spices like this for almost 2 weeks now since I redid them, and I was a little weary about finding the spices, but honestly, it's so easy to just kind of tip it and see that that's cinnamon, poppy seeds, and if you do any amount of cooking, you kind of know what everything is. So I have loved this. So much more organized and put together. Here above the microwave, nothing fancy. I keep all of my flower vases and some extra mason jars. And then under my spice cabinet, here in this drawer, are just like oven mitts and a few cutting boards. And then down here, I've got my roasting pan, some pie and bread pans. And I love my cabinets because they come out super convenient. This drawer, I keep all of the kids, their lunch boxes and bento boxes. And then down here are all my pots and pans. This slides out. I've got all my pans there. And then I've got my 2 bigger pots there. Okay, so up here above the pots and pans are some of my mixing bowls. These are my nesting bowls. I've got a measuring cup, flour sifter, cheese grater, small measuring cup, more mixing bowls, and my strainer. Over here, I just have all of my glasses. And then this cupboard is labeled. I labeled it when we first moved in. But up top is medicines, and then kid bowls, bottles and formula, plates, and kid cups. Okay, now here in these drawers are Ziploc bags, tin foil, and then paper plates and napkins. And then I've got dish towels. And then down here, just some glass items, as well as my glass mason jars if I ever have company or a party. And then on this side, that's my bread machine. And then that is my spiralizer for zucchini noodles, and that is my egg cooker. I love the view outside my window. I have this homemade sign. It's from Hobby Lobby. The planters I already talked about. This curtain is from Target. And then there's an up close of the sink. And then under the sink, it is pretty organized. I've got paper towels. These are all the cleaning products I'm using right now. I've got my Young Living Thieves Cleaner, the concentrate bottle, a floor concentrate, and a stainless steel cleaner. I've got more Thieves there. Those are garbage disposal pods. And then in here, I'm keeping my dish pods. And then normally I have towels in there, but none right now. And inside the door, this is where I keep all of my grocery bags. And then here above the dishwasher are plates, bowls, and some serveware. Pretty self-explanatory. This is our Sonos speaker, which has Alexa built in. Great for when you're cooking and want to have a Frozen dance party. And then over here, another copper piece. I found this at Home Goods, and I just fill this with lemons or limes or whatever produce I have on hand, just for a pop of color. This is my junk drawer. Keep a lighter, scissors, pens, charger, that kind of thing. Those are wipes. A missing AirPod apparently. Just all of the junk. And then under here, all I have are trash bags. Here on my island, I have tons of storage, which I'm so thankful for. This drawer is just silverware, kids silverware, and my knives. And then this drawer is all of my cooking utensils. So really easy. Underneath here, I have a deep fryer, which I don't use very often now that I have an air fryer. I've got some Pyrex, a cake pan, more Pyrex. This actually has our name on it, which is so great for potlucks. So fun. Under here is just toaster, crock pot. I've got my blender down here, and then a panini maker that I literally never use, and a waffle maker, which I use all the time. And that thing is like as old as me. This light fixture is from Lowe's. I'll link it down below if I can find it. But what I did, first of all, I love the exposure when I have them on. I have it on a dimmer so I can make it as bright or as dark as I want. So many of you say I have such good lighting in my kitchen. This is probably why, but those wide mouth mason jars I actually bought and added them. These came with like an ugly basic glass base or casing over the light bulbs, and so I just replaced them for the mason jars, and I just love that kind of modern look that it brings to my kitchen. My bar stools are from Ballard Design. I found them right before Christmas actually, and I love the wicker. The texture on them just add a really cool element to the kitchen, and this is kind of like a distressed white. I think it's so pretty with farmhouse style. And then here on my big island, I like to just keep it super simple. I have this little boxwood greenery, again with the wicker. I found this at Kirkland's recently, and I think it's just a really pretty neutral decor piece for the winter time. I'll probably change it out once spring comes around. But as you can see, we have a very open flowing layout into the family room. But here, this is our kitchen table. I found it on Amazon through Ashley Furniture several years ago. It was originally a dark espresso color, and then I chalk painted it white. So it's definitely got some wear and tear, but I kind of like it that way. It gives it a little bit of that farmhouse charm. And I know my kids can totally destroy it, and I'm not too mad about it. I can always repaint it, no big deal. And then I just keep some really pretty fresh flowers here in my IKEA vase. And then up above, this fixture came from Lowe's, as well as the fixture over the island. And then that gather sign there up above the window came from Kirkland's. And you can see outside to our backyard. And that wreath is from Target. I always change it out for the seasons. And then down here, this is like a jute rug. I think I got it at Home Depot, I wanna say. So really simple, really pretty. All right, you guys, so that was it for my farmhouse kitchen tour. I can just kind of show you where everything was from, where I purchased things, ideas, tips, and tricks. I hope that it brought you a little inspiration today. If anything, it just made you happy. I know these kinds of videos I always enjoy watching, and I'm really passionate about home decor and homemaking, if you can't tell. So let me know in the comments below if there's another space you want more of an in-depth tour of. I'd be happy to film it. And if you enjoy cleaning motivation, home decor, homemaking, motherhood, all of the things, make sure you're subscribed and make sure you have that little notification bell on so you don't miss when I upload. And I'll see you guys all really soon. Bye.